Smash It Out, the remedy. My goal was simple. I just wanted to beat the shit out of depression. So many people go through things in silence, and no one ever talks about the remedies to the burdens that they face. So even if they have a remedy, right? My goal is to share what I do to get over what I go through. Depression has no face, no race, no class, and no bias whatsoever to who gets a hand. Which meant to me that the remedy had to be just as universal. I just had to seek it. Going through so much, I felt like God wanted me to fight. Like he wanted to see how much fight I had in me, and he was just picking at me. I was starting to take it personal. One thing after another, I felt like my world was heavy. Like a pesky mosquito, depression was there stopping my projects, leaving behind good relationships, and most importantly, it has stolen time away from my kids. It had to be a good reason for all of this stuff. I didn't believe that it was all in vain. And I felt like every time I shared my story with people, I just heard the same line. Like, damn, you need to write a book. And so many times I had to hold myself back from saying out loud, well, I started my book 2 years ago. But, you see, depression and ADHD, they kind of was jumping me mentally. And it was kicking my ass. So I hadn't finished my book. So I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to tell my story. It's like, I don't want to admit out loud that I know I got something great in me and I can't get it out because I'm battling these demons and right now they winning. So I never said nothing. I just would be like, all right, you know what? Until I actually got the balls to publicly say out loud that I was writing a book. And some people may think it's self-sabotage, but for me, I knew once I said it out loud, I would have to finish it. I would have to commit, no matter how long it took me to do it. No matter if I had to stop and start, no matter if I rewrote it again and again, it would have to get done. And ADHD and depression would not win over my battle with me. I had to win. Me versus me. Nothing else. All that extra shit was just to make me stronger. And I believe that to this day. Even now, wrapping up my projects, I'm like, yo, look at how strong you are coming out on the other side of that, right? I got tired of getting bullied by my mental health, so I created the remedy. I know faith without works is dead, so I went into action mode. In a non-conventional way, because my story is non-conventional. And whatever I did to fight this battle would have to be just as unique as the battle itself. So no sitting still. This required action. Along the way in creating a remedy, I had to come to terms with this fight was mine and mine alone. And that's probably the reason why a lot of things didn't work out in the past when I tried to have other people join me to complete this task. I felt like God was telling me this is your mission. You got to get it out of you. So what you going to do about it? So I created the remedy B-side. The B-side allows me to express and elaborate in more detail why I needed to do what I was doing. What was it in me that allowed me to get up and keep going? What was it in me that told me sometimes I needed to sit down? Understanding that and being able to trust myself was part of my remedy.